From the moment I wake up, plants inform my life in the way that I am a part of nature, and nature is what moves me. I think to live a more balanced life, we need to observe the seasons, and when I find myself overwhelmed and moving against what is natural to us, I go back to how the seasons change, and there's moments of internalizing, and then there's moments of output, in the same way that during winter it's a moment to go inside and to hibernate, and then come spring it's a moment to bring all these ideas into fruitage. I source through nurseries that specifically cater to subtropical native plants. I'll have a general idea of what I want, and a lot of times when I show up to the nursery, it's just a very organic, improvised process, and I basically curate plants that call my attention, and suddenly I realize, while it seems random, it's all structured. My journey in plants started because my father actually studied agronomy in Cuba, and when we came here to the United States, he worked for one of the largest nurseries in South Florida. So my relationship with plants has always been, we lived on the properties, but usually on the nursery properties. I grew up in the Redlands. While it wasn't the traditional, countryside of living elsewhere in Europe. It was, you walk outside and it's fields it's a mass production of plants. So it was actually opposite from nature. It was a more commercialized form. It wasn't your romantic version, or at least my version of what I do now, and I think that's what drove me to break away from my work being the complete opposite of being around plants mass produced. This is just a picture of me and my dad in Cuba. He's either comforting me or he's the cause of why I'm crying. I went to Peru back in 2016 and I encountered ayahuasca. I did a ceremony there where I came back, I quit my job. Shortly after I quit my job, I went traveling through Europe, and that to me was a catalyst for the journey that I was going to embark on, where I did not have any security, but I felt that I was, nature did keep me safe. I felt that communication for the first time with the universe. I couldn't go back to living the way that I was living, which was a life of, coming from Cuban immigrants. If you're not stressed, you're not successful. And so I think I was very young and I was already burned out from the jobs that I was working at, and it was a lot of energy towards other people's vision and not my own. That journey continues into the way that I move now, just always reminding myself how nature works. Nature is patient, nature is wise. When I'm called into a space for a consultation, I will channel what that space requires. The space is telling me a story, and I merge it together with the brand of the client as well. There's already an existing design. The greenery, the extra layers, just complementing to that existing design. And I'll play with textures, scents. In the case of Esme, the goal was it's already a Mediterranean architecture. So I was just adding the greenery to play with that. So palettes based on the white walls, we wanted to add white bougainvilleas, white jasmines. So while we did choose a monotone color palette, there was dimension through the scents of the scent of jasmines. I like to use monotone colors and play with one color palette and just add from there in different dimensions through the textures of the plants. I do want to incorporate technology, which I do think it is inspired by nature. I want to merge art, design, nature all together. I also do see myself, going more into conceptual work with nature, creating powerful messages. As an artist, my medium being plants,